Sorry to be late, my friends. Had some musical difficulties. I started stream and then my music was just nowhere. So then I had to still get my coffee. And that shit takes time. Not me. Thank you very much for the 18 months of the Prime subscription. Thank you for spending Jeff Bezos' money on me. I really appreciate it. Welcome back. How are you? And by the way, I'll get right into it. I'm following your theory. Haven't started in Brazil just yet. But I've got an offline save with Enfield Town in the Enterprise North, I want to say. I think I'm in the North. And I've gotten a little more aggressive with my starting positioning for my defense and having a hell of a turnaround in Season 2. But welcome in, everybody. So glad that you are here. I really appreciate it. You all are the best. You are legend. You are... That's interesting. Fantastic. It really isn't. It just makes the game feel more interesting. Less predictable. Not that FM26 has been super predictable, to be honest with you. Let me get the fan on here because I just feel like I'm gonna... Shirt's a little tighter. I just feel like I'm gonna boil. Put it on the lowest setting though, because you know it is supposed to go down to like 30 something. No, it's actually supposed to go down to 40. I had an argument with my Alexa this morning. She said it's currently 32 degrees. It's going up to a high temperature of 48 with a low of 40. And I'm like, how the fuck can you have a low temperature of 40 when it's 32 right now? And then she said to me, she had the audacity to say to me, and I've been having nothing but trouble since I upgraded to the new Alexa, whatever it is. I said, how can that possibly be? She's like, no, it's 32 degrees now and it will be dropping to 40. I'm like, that's impossible. 40 is higher than 30. You cannot drop from 32 to 40. And then she explained that it's 32 now, it's going to be 48, and then tonight it's going to be 40. If I wake up and it is 32 degrees again, so help me God. We started our season, right? We're in the regular season. We are in the Hero I-League. We lost our first match 2-0. We drew our second 3-3. So not the greatest start. We find ourselves mid-table, which is where we were expected to be anyway. And we're starting to tweak things a little bit, I think. Kind of get things set for Rajasthan. And is the H pronounced? Is it Rajasthan or Rajasthan? Or Rajasthan? I don't know. I'm shocked that we even got offered jobs in India, to be honest with you. Like, I feel like with these types of journeyman saves, it's like... It's almost the same. You know, it's like you always get... Like, everyone and their grandmother in FM24 got offered the job at Black Leopards in South Africa. Everyone. It was like that job was always available and you would always get an interview, and if you took the interview, you would always get offered the job. It's actually one of the reasons why I did not go there in FM24. Now, we do have a new patch, though. FYI. I don't know if you guys had seen this. Where can I find the patch? Where's the best way to find the patch notes? Let me just... I'll go the long way round. Now, I was playing a little since the patch earlier on that particular save. And everywhere. I'm going to just go through the FM Assist Twitter page. So patch number 3 is available. Trying to think of the best way to do this. It is not that. It's kind of that, but not really. I don't think I have anything built for this. ba, 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 ba. I gotta fix that chat. Let me see if I can just... Let's try this. Okay, browser. Do this. 1920 by 1080. Well, it's not supposed to go in front of me. It's supposed to go behind me. Like that. There we go. Why is it? Which browser is it showing me? Like, why does it have that? All right, this is annoying. Let's try this again. Let's do display capture. Okay, but why do you always put it at the frickin' top? There we go. Holy Moses. Wilco, do I have a stream schedule? Not at the moment. At the moment, I'm kind of filling in the holes. Like, I won't, for the next couple of months at least, normally be able to do Thursdays, but here I am. It's going to be occasional Wednesdays, mostly on the weekends. I was going to do next Monday too, but I have plans. Plans were made this morning. I was made an offer I can't refuse. So, a lot of this I don't quite get. Welcome in, by the way. I pretty much stream whenever I feel like it, but I'm trying to stream as regular as possible. Shania Twain again. Oh, wait, was it Shania Twain? I think it was Shania Twain. Holy shit, you're going back, man. That's like a year and a half ago. They added budgets to finance screen. I haven't checked that out yet. One thing I did notice, and let's go back to the game here for a sec. So if we go into our first team, let's look at Kongzi, and we want to do a comparison. We want to select a player. They put the positions in, which game changer for me. Absolute game changer for me. Let's check that budget screen. Debt and loans, projections, recruitment budgets. Was this year before? I do like how it's so easy. Like here you could just adjust your budgets should you wish. Well, that is good. I'm glad they added that. They also seem to have changed the way the names are presented in the match engine. It looks a little more, I guess the only way I can describe it is it's a little bit more like an Apple TV style. I realized I was doing the display and I'd put my game back up. So the first couple are kind of further extensive polish and refinement done to the user interface. It's one of your more obvious complaints. There are just no possible reasons to have budgets only accessible from recruitment. I completely agree with you, especially on the finances page. You should be able to see what you can and cannot spend. 100%. Thank you very much for getting that changed for us. You are a legend. The other thing with the match engine, just to get back to that, now when it shows the name, if the player is on a yellow card, it will show the yellow card. If they are injured, it will show that they are injured. So that's helpful. Further extensive crash and stability fixes, further fixes to freezes at halftime, Further improvements made to in-game translations. That's like, I think those 4 are going to be on every update. Fix the freeze issue in online games when using a large custom database. The kind of thing that only affects a very small number of people, but it affects people, so there. Fix soft lock while trying to view a past match. I generally try not to, because it's a long, painful process. Fixed an issue preventing the user from accessing or making changes to the youth team's training calendar. Really? So let's go to our portal, right? No, it's not our portal. To training. Okay. We don't have a youth team. No, we should have a youth team. Oh, okay. So here. So this is our youth team training schedule. I mean, it looks like this is our youth team because they only had the friendly. Throw an endurance practice right after recovery. All right, we can make changes to our youth team training schedule now. Fan-flippin-tastic. Tweaks made to the general screen flow. I wish they were more specific about things like that. So, like, what did you fix? Like, I don't want to have to go through and find it. Nor do I want to have to go relearn things that I used to know. Added a preference option for the users to select their desired FPS setting or to match that of their monitor refresh rate. I didn't see where that was. Preference added to adjust the quality of the crowd. I noticed that. So if you are in the... I should really just set up like a separate thing for this. So if you go into your preferences and you're in the graphics, well, you got to go into the actual graphics. Audio and visual. Wait, where did it go? I know I saw match day. It was in match day. Obviously, I have it on balanced quality. I guess if you set it to custom, you can change them. But there's mesh detail, shadow quality, texture quality, anti-aliasing, and crowd quality, which defaults to high, by the way. Now, the one thing I did notice earlier, and I'm not sure if it's still going to be an issue, is that the crowd kind of stopped moving. But maybe it's because I was playing on my laptop, which isn't as good. Fixed an issue where the incorrect amount of European coefficient points were added. This is what they were talking about. Now, it doesn't say here whether this is save game compatible. It sounds like it is because they are not specifying that it is not. Fixed an issue where association coefficients, basically the same thing. Current season coefficient showing 0 until the end of the season. Improve the logic behind youth player wage demands. Hey, what's up, Pixel? How's the match going? I have not been following along, obviously, because I am... I can get the score. It's right there. I see it. 0-0 at the half. Welcome in for the halftime show. We're just reviewing the patch number 3 that came out today. I will get behind this. So I had a couple of players that were on non-contracts for like $650 a week or pounds a week. That would then take regular deals for like $250 with like $150. They would take less money, basically. Why are they playing five at the back? Just and again, I don't watch a lot of Atletico Nacional, because I just don't have the opportunity. And usually when they're on, I'm either streaming or elsewhere. But they don't feel to me like a 5 at the back type of team. Improve logic behind player wage demands in the lower leagues. So youth and lower league players will not be as greedy. Fix an issue where a player condition would always display full. Didn't see that, but okay. Tweak the frequency of rain occurring during matches. How much you want to bet it rains more now? because all they heard was rain, and they're like, oh, it's not raining enough. Snow will appear on the outside of the stadiums, not just on the pitch. That was a vital fix. I am glad they spent their man hours on that. Fix the crash when continuing with the club from the UAE during advanced game setup. Loading a tactic within the match now functions as intended. It was either that or the snow. I'm glad they got both of them done. Fixed an issue Fixed an issue preventing the user from assigning shirt numbers to players out on loan. That's important. Fix an issue where home shirt icon would always display in the in-match tactics planner regardless of the kit worn. That makes sense. Data hub / last match to summary will now display data from the correct match. Shocked that anybody's still trying to use the data hub until it's like 100% fixed. Fix the place of birth functionality of in-manager creation. Didn't they do that already? And again, there's so many things that are not quite right with this game, and I feel like some of the things that they fix are just absolute piddly shit. Clicking apply when selecting which attributes to filter between on the player search now actually takes you back to the correct landing page. Fixed an issue where all subs would play as S1 on Team Talks. Like, who cares? What does it matter? As long as it's counting them properly and doing the subs the right way in game, what does it matter Fixed an issue where a League On trophy image would display regardless of the competition. Fixed an issue where the prize money portal message would incorrectly state that the user had drawn. Added a recruitment budget style to the finance summary. We just looked at that. I love how they buried that. Like, that is more important than half of the shit they've already mentioned. Fixed an issue allowing the user to create a recruitment focus for a women's competition despite managing a men's team and vice versa. Makes sense, I guess. But what if you want to start gathering information about the women's team that you're hoping to take over? Fixed an issue allowing the user to create a recruitment I just said that. Refined AI logic of Saudi-based clubs when it comes to buying players. I feel like that's in every single one of these. Or we've just heard it many, many times. Fixed functionality when making a sub via the drop-down menus within the in-match tactics planner. Which drop-down menus? Match highlights should now be in sync for users playing in online saves. Passing risk player instruction will now directly display correctly locked as take more risks for a midfield player role. That makes sense. Fixed issue where the sub keeper would display in an outfield kit in the in-match tactics planner. Fixed issue allowing for ineligible players to sometimes be registered. Fixed issue where team leaders meeting would include the very player the meeting is about. Sometimes that happens in real life, though. So there was an issue with our old school superintendent. This is maybe 10 years ago now. And it was something that had to do with a contract. Oh, it was. She was... Our taxes were going up. Our school... There were issues with the school. It may have been... Maybe it wasn't 10 years ago. Maybe it was closer to COVID. Either way, she was getting a big-ass raise. And there was a big stink about it. And as the superintendent, she's part of all the school board meetings. They literally would, and whenever they got questions about it, they would say, well, this is a personnel matter. We can't discuss this publicly. Then they would go into a private session with the superintendent involved about the personnel issue that they couldn't talk about. Improve squad building logic of top clubs. Again. Fix an issue allowing the user to renegotiate transfer or loan fee despite contract terms already being agreed. Players will more appropriately decline entering contract negotiations up front if there's a large discrepancy between the desired wage and the max wage the club can offer. That actually is... I'm kind of glad for that. Just saves up time. Saves us time. Fix an issue where the finance graph would always display in US dollars. I'm actually using US dollars in my South America save, so didn't really notice that. Club finances will now display the correct data for income and expenditure. It wasn't before. Don't really look at it a ton. In-match opposition instructions will now correctly reflect any substitutes that have been made. Fixed an issue preventing the sponsorships card and finances from being opened. Fixed an issue where sponsorship end date would display as January 1st, 1900. First team players no longer wear a substitute's bib during the pre-match team talk. Super fucking critical there. Tweaks to how a player's current reputation is processed following a match. I would like more information on that, please. I didn't realize that it did get processed on a match-to-match basis. I think it's fantastic it does, because say somebody is a team of the goal of the year candidate, it's going to be on SportsCenter, it's going to be on Sky Sports or whatever their equivalent is. So it makes sense that that player's profile may be raised after a match. Fix an issue preventing the user from leading of all required team talks if they are in charge of multiple teams. How many people manage multiple teams in one save? Like, really? So they prioritized if there are over 10,000 bugs and they made like 500, 600 fixes, why did this make the top 600? Because one person complained about it multiple times? In the U.S., adjusted cap impact bar will now function properly. Player comparison polygon graph will now display the correct attribute points. That's helpful. And some changes made to the in-game editor. Who cares? I honestly, I have the in-game editor. I've not really used it. But there were times in FM24 I wanted to. And I just felt that I couldn't. All right, let's change that. Let's turn that off. Let's get back to Football Manager, shall we? Where were we? Oh, yeah, we are 2 matches into... This is match week 3. We are on the road against Churchill Brothers. And I'm very excited that we are back. We are back. What mentality do they want? Very defensive. I'm sorry, very defensive. Are we already cautious? You know, I'm sorry, guys. I can't do Stairway to Heaven. It's just one of those songs for me. Like there are negative connotations. Not that anything really bad happened to me, but traumatic nonetheless. I'm keen to praise you on training because you've been really shitty in the games. Well, I'm not going to praise anybody else after that. Criticize training. Criticize training. There we go. So how is everybody? Are we enjoying Football Manager more now than we were before? I kind of am. I mean, it also helped that, my team's gone on a massive... I think I started the day in 15th, and I'm currently sitting 5th. Made it into the first round of the FA Cup proper. And we lost. But we got there, and we just ran a team in the second round of the FA Trophy. So we're making money. We're actually in the positive. I've taken the team from a negative balance to a positive balance. And I'm very excited that I've managed to do that. And I'm updating my Discord again. Why does Discord need to be updated so frickin' often? Churchill Brothers, 2-1 favorites in this one. Pavlos Liados is Greek. We do love a Greek. I know. Well, I almost said something about it, but the thought that went through my head when I saw you resub and be the first one here, I was like, Discord notification must have worked today. Our team cohesion is still very poor. That's a problem. Let's try to get some What are the heavy duty team cohesion events that we can? I mean, there's always. We don't have anyone. We don't have anyone. Why can't staff be in squad too? Like, why does it have to be in the one place? Why can't it be under both? We don't have any kind of performance analyst. That's why. We already have an Oh, that's right. Nobody wants to work with us. So what are the other training? I'd love it if you could like right click on this to get to kind of pull up a list of where you've been. So we want to increase team cohesion. Right, slightly increase there. It's really the match tactics and match practice, isn't it? We're going to match tactics ourselves to death here. And you know what? We'll fill this empty hole with a match practice. I don't care if we run them into the ground. They need to become a team. Do a little team bonding. I really should just like set up a whole new schedule, shouldn't I? I mean, that's insane, but we're going to do a match practice on a Sunday. We'll do a match practice again on a Wednesday. Oh, no, we can only do one match practice. Or do we have another? Oh, we already had another. We got 2 match practices in this week. Everything we can. Slightly increased. I'll take slightly increased. See, match practice is greatly increased. We want greatly increased. Oh, fuck it. I don't care if it means my team is run into the ground. Me fill in all of these slots. Let's see where we stand after a couple of weeks. All right, so we're keeping Aiden out on the right side because we want him to learn. But how is everyone else doing? Hold on, is it? All right, let's shrink that a tad. This doesn't need to be as wide. That doesn't need to be that wide. Why did that reset? Oh, football manager, don't ever change. What is this? Oh, the personal instructions. Can make this a little bit smaller. Nobody has a super long name. Don't mind me. Hello there yourself. What's up, Colby? Son of a... It's still early, my friend. It is still early. We have 1 draw, 1 loss so far in the season, but we did make it through to the quarterfinals of the Cup, although I think we got bounced. I think we already played that. I'm just trying to figure out who to play in this match. Because we have like a ton of players and I still don't know jack crap about them. Like, is this the average rating from every match they've played or just with the first team? I mean, I'm thinking we just stick with what we've got here. Let them all bed in together. Obviously, Shaw's the goalie. We didn't want Kitan in there. I mean, they're all their own certain level of terrible. Let's start thank you, and we'll bring Goo Kookie. Go Kookie is going to come in. Like, these guys have, like, their own, like, built-in nicknames. And I know Aiden's 1 star, but we're teaching him to play out there. He's one of our more well-rounded players. For what that's worth. I mean, let's look at some of our other options here. All right. I mean, look at this. He's been terrible. I don't even know this guy. Like, we're better off with Aiden in there. Addison and Singill are going to be our center backs. I think they're going to be our center backs for basically every match unless we encounter a situation. And when we get into the match, you should see what I was saying about Churchill Brothers in second, by the way. So don't their names look a little different? Doesn't it just, like, look a tad different? Like, if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I don't think I am. We're in the white, by the way. That was terrible. God, he didn't score. That was almost, like, super tragic, but it is out for a corner for the bad guys. So Churchill Brothers, they play it short. They've got a couple of Fernandez's, by the way. Gassama, still on it, and Jesus fucking Christ. I mean, we're attacking. Why are we attacking? Oh, that's because we were just going all out. That's probably a mistake at this point. This whole team makeup is a mistake. If not to put too fine a point on it. Like, I'm beginning to feel like if there's anybody that has any hint of interest and we can sell them, we do, and then just try to replace them with somebody better. Artiga's over the top. Shimre's in. He chips the keeper and hits the post. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We had a beautiful opportunity to equalize. Like, to have our tactic do what it's supposed to do to overcome the natural shortcomings of this team. Shaw boots it over. Oh, Aiden's in. Aiden's in. Oh, fuck. It's going to be a long season, chat. Long season. By the way, thank you to everybody. If you're on YouTube now or if you've been on YouTube, we are up to 290. So as of the time I started the stream, we're up to 290 subscribers. It has been a very good week for the channel. I appreciate everyone's support. If you are a new subscriber, thank you very much. If you are watching and you have not already subscribed, please do so. It doesn't cost you anything. It's just going to help the channel out in the long run. You may not know me long enough to want to do something for me, but it literally is the click of a button. And if you turn on your notifications, you'll know when all the latest episodes of our Series C to the Libertadores series and our Youth Academy Challenge with Ituano in Series C Brazil. That's a good time. That's probably a yellow card. Very cynical foul there by Lalfakima. He is going to just be reprimanded by the referee Ramaswamy, luckily for us. Also putting out other content. There's a possibility now that the coefficients are fixed, I might throw in, if I feel like I'm not overburdening myself yet, maybe throw in the Build a Nation that I was threatening in Lithuania or maybe another country. Do that as like I was doing with the Latvia series. I only stopped the Latvia series because we were getting towards the end. See, you can't do the one foul and then expect to get away with that one. I just started it at a bad time, like right as I was going on vacation. And I put a lot of pressure on myself to a release schedule that I just could not maintain. But I'm thinking about doing it that kind of style if I do it. So more of a yearly update than an episodic series. I do find it's taking me a little bit longer to get through seasons on FM26. Could be, the fact I'm playing every match. I haven't been insta highlighting anything besides the occasional friendly. But even not really those, because I use the friendlies for a reason. I'm not talking about friendlies like I put in the middle of the season just to like keep the team fresh and, earn some extra money and inflate our morale. I can't think of the word. Counterfeit? Whatever. Artificially. That's it. Artificially. Not naturally. Singh's got it. Into the middle. To Singh. Out wide. Artigas outside of the box. Rolls it to Aiden. Aiden takes a shot from range. It'll skip and go off the hands of the keeper and out for another Rajasthan corner. Kevin Aiden lifts it in toward the back post, but Majumdar able to jump out and grab that. But yeah, in like a week or so, we went from 268 to 290. Current goal is 300. I know I've gone kind of all over the place. Current goal is 300 subs. Obviously, we want to get even higher than that, but baby steps. But everyone who has become a subscriber to the channel recently, I thank you very much. After the one shot, we weren't terrible. Lala Kima, you're making me nervous. So, but our only other left back is also nervous. So I guess we are running the risk. Yeah, Kongsit can't play over there. We could maybe with Singsit, but 2 marking, 2 tackling. I don't think that's the greatest idea in the world. Can Longva maybe play over there? I mean, he's right-footed only. 2 marking, 2 tackling. No. This is life in. This is life in. Life in India. We're going to make a change. Go Cookie's coming in. Thank you. I don't think I even realized he was out there. I was really Singh with the ball in the midfield. There really isn't a ton for our midfield to do. Headed away. Oh, come on. Like we've got to be, like, you've got to get there first. Every once in a while, be the first one to the ball. I mean, only a couple of minutes into the second half. I'm not pushing the panic button just yet. But after this highlight, I am going to review our instructions. We may need to make a tweak or two. Fernandez blocked. Booted away by Addison. I can't pick out Artigas, though. Hernandez. Oh, cut off. Kong's. Oh, why is everybody... Like, I know why they are. I know why everybody is so... This is the problem. That's part of the problem. Like, we're acting like a counterattacking team when I guess we technically need to be. But we are just so deficient in so many ways. We can't just, like, wait. Lalif Kima throwing it forward. Hey, get in there. What part of get stuck in do you guys not seem to understand? I thought that was fixed. Like, I was looking in my save where the player subbed on and the player subbed off are shown to have the same numbers. For a while, it looked like it was working properly, and then it stopped. I also want to know what it was they fixed that caused the problem that broke other things. Aiden around the side. Artigas. Somebody get in the middle. Get in there. That cross was to nobody. Make more runs. There you go. Shimei, back heel. Really? You're going to try a back heel pass? I think this season is going to be most infuriating as our players try to act like real footballers and just don't realize they're not. A lot of Kema saying, why? Why was that? Why that shot, man? Why? It's fine. Everything's fine. Tomio's been tragic in this match. Oh, you know what? We had ticked it down to more direct from much more direct during that last match. And I felt like that worked pretty well. At least as a starting point. What we need to do, and not me, I'm going to need you to remind me because you know me. Just remind me when we get out of the match to make it a permanent change. Make it a permanent tweak. Maybe if Gokuki not start so deep. Over the top. Oh, sure. Tomio couldn't quite get under that. It was a nice pass. Let's put Shill up there. He's composed. I mean, I guess he can kind of play that center forward. Let's try channel forward and see if that does anything. Did that change? It did. Gukuki. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go box. Why is this not changing? It's funny how the box-to-box midfielder is kind of hanging for... Oh, that's because we've got... I wonder why I did it that way. I mean, 2 box-to-box is a bit much. Oh yeah, I was gonna make further changes. On the left-hand side, let's go with Sing Sid again. Shill is going in. So that's 2 substitutions. Let's do that. And Tandamba Singh just picked himself up a yellow card. So we've got 2 guys on yellows now. Antigas, Singh, up, looking for Gokuki, heading it to whom? We just give the ball away for no reason whatsoever. All right. All right. Here we go. Singh, Shill, held up. That's got to be a yellow card. That is like the very definition of a yellow card. He would have been free if he didn't grab his kit. Or do I just not understand the rules? Am I oversimplifying things? Good give and go. Guy on car. Let's get Tongva in. I mean, as if there was no doubt that Lalva Kema had a yellow card. There we go. Take advantage. Oh. Boys, 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 boys. Great song. Oh, whew, no call. Good steal. Sings it. Shill, chipping the keeper and the crossbar. I thought I had seen, and I just read through the patch notes again, obviously. I thought I had seen somewhere that they were planning, hey, Raptor, what's up? That they were planning on making it possible to view certain statistics while watching highlights, much like you used to be able to do. I thought that it made the patch notes, and I read that earlier. Obviously, it had not. Could that have been the thing that, blew up the game? FM26 is out. Yes, that is a way to describe it. It's actually, I enjoy it. I like it. There are massive deficiencies with it. They are slowly fixing many of them. Not as many or as quickly as I would like. There are more in that there should be. I feel for all the talk of how this was a brand new era and they were building a new game from the ground up. There are a lot of things from FM24 that are in this game. Mostly in the player interaction. Oh, through the Sing's it. Shot on. Sing. Oh my God. It's deflected behind for a corner. Like all the job interview stuff is the exact same language. Didn't get rewritten. Didn't get reimagined. It looks different. But it's all the same stuff. And I'm not even talking about like the responses to it. You start a Journeyman save, you apply for every job that's open, and every job that you interview for goes, I see you're in the running for a number of jobs. What's that all about? Like, first off, none of your fucking business. Second, what the fuck does it matter? And third, it's stupid. You know why? Because it's none of your fucking business. We got 5 minutes of added time. We could still do something. Oh, Kukuki, Artigas, through to Shield. Shield takes it wide. I don't know, and it's kind of cleared. Artigas gets it back. Tongva looking back post, can't get it past Gasama, but it's behind for a corner kick. We start doing some things that are right, that are absolutely brilliant, and then they just go too far. Well, here's the thing. I mean, to me, it hasn't been unstable. It really hasn't. I did have an issue, and I think this is just more because I was recording in the way that my CPU was running at the time. When I was recording today's episode for my Ituano series, I had to cut out the very beginning of the... I mean, nothing happened, so... The very beginning of the match, just because it was... kind of... It was buffering. I don't think that was the game. I think that was my system. Because right now, I am streaming on the same computer I'm running the game, and the game is currently running as playable every single league that exists in the vanilla version of FM26. I loaded it all. I think I just did medium database because I loaded it all, but still, Gukuki, see... In a space. Are we passing into space? We should be passing it. We're not passing into space. We should be passing into space. I did, and because of the thing, I was running high graphics. I dropped it down to balanced. It's really not that much of a difference. And I've got an 12th generation i5 and a 4060 video card. So not shabby, but not top of the... Dude. That's the game. That's the game. It's going to end not with a shout, but with a whimper. I knew that India was going to be a challenge. I wasn't really expecting this level of challenge. I thought that, first off, you're talking about a nation of 1 billion people. There's got to be athletes, right? I thought that as a top league, there would be more athletes. I mean, you got teams like Diamond Harbor. They're probably better. They have 46 players. Starting goalkeeper, 16 years old. All right, but goalkeeper's not. So let's look at your average striker. All right, he's not bad because he's a foreigner. Thank you. All right, so our mentality, we're dropping down the balance to start. Going to our team instructions. We're going to all instructions. Going more direct. Let's go a little narrower just to shorten things up a little bit. We're going to pass into space. We're going to go standard on the patience because I'm not sure about... We can't shoot from distance. We're still discouraging dribbling. Still going to try to bypass the press. I'm going to go to balance just in case. I still like the idea of whipped crosses. Should we go for the target forward instead of over? Because I don't know if over is working. We'll try it. So we've got the target forward. We've got the channel forward now. Well, we didn't change that. We should change that. Because I feel like we were doing... I mean, maybe it was the change in personnel, but I felt like we got a little better there. Aiden's still going to be a work in progress. We'll go box to box with him. I mean, it doesn't really do a ton. It just makes things a little bit more interesting. We'll see how it works out. Let's save this as version 1.1 because we're not making massive changes. And that way, if we can still tweak one way or the other. Goal in the 73rd minute. Mateus Uribe, Atlético Nacional 1, América de Cali 0. All right, so we're taking on Shillong Lajong, which I believe they are in last place currently. So we stand a chance. Yes, they are in 13th, played 3 matches, 0 points. They have scored 0 goals and let up 7. We've let up 6, but at least we've scored 3. And we have a point, so... No response to our Scout advert. Even though I'm not even in control of hiring. Like, I'd love to get like that staffing advice. Oh, registration's closed anyway. I was just curious. We still have room for 2 more non-Asian players. Hey, Benny, how you doing? How was your stream? Are you still going? This was on one of my 1001 albums to listen to before you die. Today's was very interesting. It's a British rock / alt rock / punk / post punk / neo punk / I don't know. It was like if Evanescence, Pink, and Metallica had an orgy, this would be the band that would come out of it, I think. They were called Skunk something. Where's my Discord? It's right in front of my frickin' face. I'm just looking at Benny's picture. Let me clear that. Skunk Anansi from March of 1999, their album Post Orgasmic Chill. Skunk Anan with an E at the end. So Anansie. Are you familiar? I'm not familiar with them. Where are our scouts? We don't have any scouts. What am I talking about? Any playing time. Wish I could add that I'd like guys from India. That would be helpful. Parveen Mandi has been called up to the India U23s. Anat Shah, our goalkeeper, the U20s. Mandi is 16 years old and he's being called up to the U23s. I feel like that tells me everything I need to know. You grew up in England. So the lead singer is it? They call it African British. Anyway, her name is Skin. At the time, and I'm guessing probably still does. At the time, had a shaved head. It wasn't bad. It's not my cup of tea. It wasn't bad. It wasn't like Liars. That was god awful. Well, if you were in high school in the late 90s, early 2000s, then most likely. I personally was already out of college by then, so I was not listening to British alternative rock / punk / neo-punk / retro punk, post-punk. They want us to make a whole bunch of changes here. I think we will bring Paulie back in. I do want to keep the Aiden experiment going. Now, Kungsit is out for 2 to 3 weeks with a hamstring strain. We're not going to give him injections. A Singh got injured. What a shock. What are the odds that a player named Singh in India would get injured? Like, we're getting all kinds of advice. Where is my staffing advice where they say, hey, you should hire this guy? Because I could use one of those, because I will just hire anyone at this point. We're actually favored to win. Five players under monitoring. I don't think... Shill's the only one that we've played. Oh, Parveen Mont? Seriously? Like, the kid I want to play is... I mean, it's not listed. What's his injury? A tight thigh. Minimal risk. We're going to be starting a 16-year-old at left back, by the way. Just FYI. So Lauf Kima is out. All right, so Paulie is coming back in for Singh. Let me go back to the combined. So I'm trying to make myself crazy. And it's not Mate. It is Mondi is coming in for Lauf Kima. Kongsit, though, needs to go out. Let's get Singh in. We'll have 2 Singhs on the back. Well, we'll have a Singh and a half on the back line. Thank you is going to be out, so Gukuki is coming back in. Although, let's try it this way. See if Gukuki can be help going forward. I'm still going to leave Shimray and Artigas up top. I don't really trust the other guys all that much. Lalif Kema should probably still be on the bench. We'll take Shill out of the lineup because he's not passing his fitness test right now anyway. Although, Singer Veerwani. Six of one, half dozen of another. Maybe we just start PP. Quickest way to match sharpness is to just throw him in there. Let's do that. All right, so it's going to be shot in goal with Mondi making his debut, Singh Gill, Oddison, and Singh with Gukuki and Riamuk Sharom. Paulie on the left, Aiden on the right, Shimray and Artigas up top. Kongsit is injured. Okay. Is he still on my... He's still on my bench. Why am I not seeing him? Why is it... Why was he there? All right, let's put Virwani on the bench then. It's amazing that I found that as quickly as I did, by the way. I've never hit that button before. All right, so here we go. Let's go to the match now. Lots of guys are not match sharp, but what can you do? I'm in that one of those rare spots in early on in a journeyman save where I have way too many players and I have not nearly enough players at the same time. But we have made our tactical tweaks. Shocking, we're going up against the 4-4-2 in this league. And they are in control to kick things off. Soktung dropping it back. Ling Da getting back Sana. Soktung shooting from range, hitting the crossbar, but also being offside. All at the same time. Maybe we shouldn't be balanced? I don't know. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to change our out of possession. Let's go at least back to a mid-block with a higher defensive line, where we are counter-pressing and triggering the press more often. I knew there were changes that I was forgetting that we're not making. All right, good play by Mondi. Singh rolls it. Tianong Shah getting his fingertips on it and putting it over the bar. What a job by the 16-year-old, 18-year-old. But I had to put Mondi in there. At 16, he's getting called up to the U23 team. That has to tell me that he has massive, massive value as a player. Why am I not seeing what I want to see? Out of possession, team instructions. Goal kicks long to the target forward. No, I did change that. Just wondering, because my target forward was nowhere on screen there. Right off of the wall, straight into Shah's hands. Target forward is there. That's my target. That's your target, dude. Artigas, that's the guy you aim for. Nice pickup by Gokuki. Shimray. Gokuki switches over the right side. He's got Kevin Aiden. Drop back, Singh. Riamuk Sharom. Artigas off of Aiden's foot. This is slightly more direct. How did we all of a sudden become a tiki-taka team? And a bad one at that. Artigas. Back. Aiden. Artigas. Singh. Shooting. Save made. At least we got a shot off on goal and at least it hit the target. Ooh, good job, Addison, stepping up there. What is going on with our midfield? Like, why is our midfield becoming like tiki-taka central? Paulie's got it. Why are you trying like this fancy dribble shit? Taryong up to Singh on the near sideline. Sending it across. Singh clears it. Walong to Baum. Outstretched arm of Shah. Can't touch it, but it's wide. Why are we getting outshot by this team? It's the last place team. They have not yet to score a goal, and they look like they're going to score the first one in this match. And I love how we went slightly less direct, and now we're just not hitting any of our passes. Apparently, pass into space means pass into the space behind the player. Don't actually get it to the guy you're aiming for. I'm sounding really super bitter, and I apologize. I'm really not. I'm having fun. I'm enjoying Football Manager. I love our time in India. We have the best team in the league. I thought we were getting into something a little more stable. Stable, a word we can use to describe it? And it's making me wonder, like, so we built, and not me, I'm pulling you into this. We built this tactic designed around the deficiencies of our team, but if the entire league is going to be like this, you know, and everything is relative, like, maybe we simplify things a little more. I think especially if we can't beat this team. Like are we being more wasteful than we need to be with our possession? Like, are we doing the right thing by hoofing it long all the time? Maybe we have our goalkeeper distribute to our center backs and let our center backs do that. Because right now, look, I'm going for a target forward, right? What do you mean pull back? Well, he hasn't been given the opportunity to win any balls. I mean, I hear your point. Standard, we'll go with mixed goal kicks. I think part of the issue may be they're also just anticipating. But that's what I was talking about. Like, maybe being less direct, give the players a little bit more freedom to make their own decisions. But this is better. We're actually moving the ball up. Aiden into Artigas. He's taken out. Penalty and an opportunity. Aiden made that one happen because he put the ball in a place where only the defender could get his leg on Artigas and not the ball. And Artigas steps up, coldly slots it home, and gives Rajasthan a 1-0 lead. A short run up. Does look a little floaty on the ground, doesn't he? Booted forward. Can't quite get it to Shimray. Oh, ooh, what a save by Shaw. Hot damn. I did not know the name of this band. Shimray. Oh. Overtaken by Singh. Karshong. Boots it. Sana gets under it. See, why does their guy get under it? Why can't our guy do that? Mondi clears not far enough, but Shaw able to handle the eventual long shot that came in. Mondi on a 6.6 is a little unfair, I would think. He's literally done exactly what we needed him to do. Paulie across, Gukuki back to TRC. TRC, Singill over the top, too far for Shimray. Oh, see, they're exposing us in the middle here. Get in there, Sing. Oh my God, really? Fantastic defensive play for the first half of it. And he just puts it right in the path of the striker. Singill needs to get over faster. I don't know what Addison was doing, letting that just go right past him. We literally just gave up their first... We handed them their first goal of the season. But we're playing better. That's all that's important. Paulie cut off quickly. Pushes up the sideline. Stops. Tries to play it into the box looking for Artigas. Aiden into the middle. Cleared away. TRC back for Gukuki. To midfield. Singill near side Mondi. Gukuki. Singill. Addison holds it up before throwing it over the top looking for Artigas. It'll skip over him. And Karsoon will send that out into touch for a Rajasthan throw. It'll be a final third throw-in from Singill. Aiden. TRC into the middle. And Shimray with a header just over the bar. Looking better. Looking more threatening. Still getting outshot. Still getting outpossessed. 3 corners to 1. Ball played forward. TRC's got it, but the referee's going to blow the whistle for halftime. Oh, how do we get better in the half? Seriously. I think... I think we need to clog the middle. Just get more guys up there. Well, we just found something they did not fix in the most recent patch. Idiotic kickoffs. Are you kidding me? We're going to lose to the worst team in the universe. Ever Brightson Sana. Well, so now both teams have scored on penalties. The team that hasn't scored all year has the only open play goal of the night. Gukuki just turned it over again. Artigas heads it forward to no one. Paulie, come on. Lead him. Simray, there you go. Mondi into the middle. Artigas. Oh, Simray. Saved. Oh, my dear Lord. The Ituanu save is going on, so I put out... I don't stream that. I just do that as a YouTube series. And episodes come out, as of right now, I don't have any reason for this to change. As of right now, Monday through Friday, 6:45 Eastern, 11:45 BST in the AM. I get a new episode each and every day. So one came out this morning and another tomorrow. And then back on Monday. I can't do like the whole do 5,000 likes and I'll put an episode out on the weekend. I'd be lucky if I got 10. And honestly, if I said, give me 10 likes on this video and I'll put an episode out on the weekend, I just feel like I wouldn't actually get them and then I'd just be depressed. You got 39 points from 17 games in your Gremio save. Don't want to jinx yourself, but you can go top by 5 points if you win your games in hand. Well, good luck. Sounds like your tactic is working for you and the game's working well for you. And it sounds like you're having more success than I'm having here or at Ituano, for that matter. Like, literally, like we just stopped. And now we're throwing the ball over the top to guys that aren't getting running starts. And you're right, our target forward is doing dick. No, I'm not going to substitute him off. I'll leave him as a channel forward. We'll try the DLF. There you go. Shimray and at pace. Artigas. Thank you very much. I appreciate the sub. Thank you very much. You guys have been great. Like the support I've gotten over the last week or so has been pretty fantastic, and I appreciate it. Holy shit. Guys, we've gotten 3 new subs on the YouTube since we started streaming tonight. We are 7 away from 300. So very close to that milestone. And the fact that I was like hovering between like 267 and 270 for the longest time and literally hovering between, as soon as I would gain a few, I'd lose a few somehow. I don't know, understand why. Unless people are like just deactivating their YouTube accounts. All right, come on. All right, it's a little better with Artigas dropping deeper. Aiden, to whom? To whom? All right, Paulie's. What has happened to Paulie? Let's see if Tripathi does any better. Aiden's not playing well. Like, I can only spend so much time with Aiden. Well, we do have videos of the stream, so the stream video in its entirety is available really pretty much as soon as we are done. And like I mentioned, the Ituano save right now is Monday through Friday, 6:45 a.m. I said it's 6:45 just so I can make sure that it's up when I wake up in the morning. And I figured a nice odd time, so just in case other guys go at 7 o'clock, I'm not like part of the herd at 7. I'll be there 15 minutes earlier. The ironic thing is, I feel like in a lot of ways we're not playing poorly. We should have had somebody already there on the back post. Sing into the middle. That's going to be blocked. It'll be out for another Rajasthan corner. But really, thank you guys for your eyeballs and your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you for any comments you may leave. We're still a little light on the comments. I know Not Me has comments, and he just puts them in the Discord instead of feeding the algorithm, but I'm not going to hold that against him. Like, TRC seems to be playing decently. He's not really getting the rating. You get to see a top 50 high school football team in the nation play tomorrow night. May I ask where? Let's get Tondamba Singh back in there. You're running the play clocks for a third-round playoff game. That is pressure. I remember one time, I think I was a freshman in college, just to earn some extra money, I worked as an official for intramural basketball. Not on the court. I wasn't the referee, but I would like run the scoreboard and the clock. Anyway, guy fouled out and had a difference of opinion as to how many fouls he had when he was called for, forget if it was 5 or 6 in the league, was the last one. Either way, I was right. And I'm not always that confident, but like I knew in this case that I was right. He was not happy. Came to threaten me. I'm like, dude, one, I'm like barely 18 years old. 2, I'm making like $4 to do this game. And 3, just get the fuck off my back and get on the bench. Now, the actual official, the referee, totally had my back on it. Shimray Singh. Tangva's in. Tangva shoots and it's deflected out behind. Oh my god. The funny thing is, I'd like to. I enjoy when my kid was playing football. I enjoyed working the lines with the flag, but I realize now that I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. Not really. I feel like I'd be much better at it now. But of course, I have no more children actually playing the sport, so it would be a little weird. Oh, pleading the path, Artigas! Oh, it disallowed. I don't think he was offside. We're gonna lose this. We're gonna lose this game to the worst team in the league. Tongva Artigas out for Singh. No, take your time. Take your time. Yellow card? Yellow card? No. Be surprised what some coaches and even officials don't know how to explain to a head coach this year what offsetting penalties meant. Really? So I used to, when I was working on the radio in Midwest Georgia. We called it Midwest Georgia. It was Southwest Atlanta, but we didn't want to feel beholden to the big city. I would do the, so we did like a Friday Night Lights thing, Friday Night Football. And the morning guy from our AM talk station did the play-by-play. I would have loved to have been able to do it, but he was there longer, and I was a Yankee, so, like, whatever. But they would send me to, like, the number 2 game. Yeah, what a terrific match. We just lost. They would send me to the number 2 game to do, like, stringer reporting. So I would call into the studio and I would give a little quick update, just like like an around the NFL type of thing. But when I wasn't doing, like, during the game, I would actually do play-by-play to myself just to keep it up. So I knew a lot. Like, people didn't realize how much I knew until those moments. We have fallen into the drop zone, my friends. So, yeah, that just happened. The good thing is we are starting to figure out what we do and don't have. We'll give the I can see where he's coming from speech. So back to the tactics. Let's start off positive. Well, that's the thing. You have to be able to talk fast. And I'm not an expert on it. But when you get into a groove, though, it is fantastic. No, I don't want to go much narrower. We'll stay standard width. Like, I haven't found, like, there was, in today's Ituano video, I think there was a section of the play-by-play where it felt like, and it's harder for me so I recorded today's video while wearing contacts. So I'm not wearing the glasses. The problem with the contacts is I have trouble reading the player name because of the size of the font and where it sits in my field of vision. Because I need reading glasses, and reading glasses are not involved. But, like, there was a stretch where it's like perfect. Like, you know where the ball's going and who it's going to. I will never forget. I was doing a minor league hockey game 25 years ago. Maybe not 25, about 20 years ago. And it's just like, when you get in that zone, you just, these are youth. I'm not playing these guys anyway, so like you just feel like time slows down. And I remember having one of those moments. There was a defenseman. It was for the Gwinnett Gladiators. I think they're the Atlanta Gladiators, or the Duluth Gladiators, or the Atlanta Gladiators. I forget what they are now. I think they identify as Atlanta, but they still play in Duluth, Georgia. And John Awe was the defenseman for the Gladiators. And he made a pass into the slot, one-timed in, scored. But I knew it was, like, I felt it coming. And things just slowed down. I just remember, the pass went down low, cross ice to, I forget the guy's name, blah, blah, blah. Back to Awe, slot, shot, score was the call that I made. Just because, like, I knew that he was going to pass it in. I could see the player get into that open space in the slot. And if you're not familiar with hockey, the slot is the area immediately in front of the goal. It's like an imaginary, it's almost, think of it as like the lane in basketball. And it's a high percentage scoring opportunity because you're right on. So the goalkeeper can't really cut off angles. They can come out a little bit to try to make the goal a little bit smaller, but it's your best opportunity, especially if you get a clear shot. And I saw the player enter the slot. I could feel that John Awe saw him entering the slot and put it into just the perfect position. And it was like, without, like, it would have taken a lot for him not to score in that moment. Parveen Mondi, I mean, he is 6'2". He really could just play center back. 6 marking, 9 tackling. The 8 pace kind of sucks, so maybe he does play center back for us. Thacuri. You remember Thacuri? Our backup goalkeeper that we've absolutely marginalized? Got called up again. We're going to continue the advert. I honestly don't understand why we cannot find a... We can't find anyone. I can't really go to the board with us on 1 point after 3 matches and say, hey, give me more money for scouts and whatnot. I seriously can't believe how many people have subbed to the channel. I really do appreciate that. I really absolutely do. All right, we got to stop praising Virwani. Now, Virwani should probably be playing because if he's training well, then maybe that will translate out onto the pitch. I guess we could say the same thing for Lalfkima. Laljuan Mawia. 20-year-old. DM. 5 stamina kind of sucks. Did not mean to click that. 2 balance, 2 dribbling. Not the playmaker type, is he? And I'm bigging up Not Me's way of doing the defense. It's not really our defense that's the problem, though, is it? Sure, we've given up 8 goals, but... Like in that one, we gave up 2, but 1 was from a penalty. And the other one was just freaky. Good night. Don't know if the kid was saying good night to me or not, but I'll throw out the good night one. Why not? Nobody wants to be a performance analyst for us either. Oh, okay. Now this is recruitment advice. Strengthen the weak position. Attacking midfielder. Which one? We were created a recruitment. Not that creating a recruitment focus is going to mean a damn thing. I forgot about him. I forgot that Himanshu Singh was... Player asking for a price increase. Okay. When is our next match? Jeez. I didn't realize we had so long. It's got to be more than a week. Wait, we have an update on our recruitment focus. Now, how are we doing a recruitment focus if we have no scouts? Things that make you go, Do. Like, I clicked the button just because I was curious. I thought they probably meant center attacking mid, but I wasn't sure. It's Philippines. So there's a Filipino named Mike Ott. What position do you play? Yes, he says. 30 years old. He's a star player. I mean, we couldn't afford him. But they think he would be an excellent signing. Philippine International. I'm ending that because staffing advice, nothing. How about Vikrant? How about you help me fucking hire somebody? I have a director of football. I have a technical director. No, I say, where do you play, son? Philippines. Not what I meant, son. Why is it Danny Rojas? All right. Interested in the first team. We are looking for a scout. Any conditions? Let's say unemployed. So it'd be contract, job. Nope. Transfer, no. Club. No. Where do I at? All right, these guys are all free agents. They're all scouts. All right. Reasonable. That's the problem. This is the problem. That's the whole problem. Right there. Anyone who even could potentially do the job. Anyone who could potentially do the job has no desire to be here. I can't afford. I could still only offer my chief scout 140. That's why. Like literally, it's unsuited. That's it. Those are my options. I can literally only sign guys who are unsuited for the job. I mean, I could try Arjit Kumar. I already did. Never mind. Like this guy, Monda, there's no way in hell. Nope. Look at that. Kumar Mundal and Johnny Singh. Everybody else is unsuited to the job. So, let's sort by adaptability. I guess the change they made does not translate to staff. Yeah, with the being too far apart, I mean, I'm basically looking at double. All right, so let's go to average. Average with good determination. Still wants 320. Like, is there another job you can do? Can you also be a performance analyst for me? Making my chief scout and a performance analyst? Still won't accept more. Yeah, like he's going to take more money now to do the same money to do two jobs. All right, let's look at competent. 440. No. Reasonable. Sir Kumar 420. Jesus. I've got to do it, guys. I've got to go to the frickin' board. Staff. Increase scout wages. Wait, is there... I guess just scout. They're going to tell me no. And... like, I have no scouts whatsoever. It's tragic. Discuss with the board. I can't hire anybody. They've agreed to it. Does that happen automatically, or do I have to wait? Scout wages are increased. Okay. So. Let's try this again. Mental is what we want. We've already offered to these guys. Let's look at Freddie Mondi, okay? He wants to be a scout. We haven't offered him the job. I asked them nicely. They said no. They agreed to have a meeting, so we had a nice big meeting in the big boardroom. They even handed me a cup of coffee, and they gave me $20 a week. When I'm $200 away from hiring anybody. Like, I'm literally fucking insulting them all. Why is there nothing under employment? I guess because they're not employed. you can't. There's no reputation. I'm not going into the hidden stuff. That's because I got the editor active. Like, even the worst guys want 300 plus. I got that one guy down to 280. And I'm still $120 away. Or euros. Or what, I guess some dollars. I guess we're in dollars. Take me out. All right. Okay. Paulie, get out. Get out. Where's my 16-year-old? I'm still rolling with Aiden. Singh is back in. Mondi, I kind of liked you. Let us give... Let's give Nagy a go. With this 7 marking, 11 pace. I mean, still better than most of the alternatives. Although, I don't know, man. PP isn't actually that bad. Relatively speaking. Can Nagy play on the left side? I mean, his preferred foot is right. We made some changes here. Let me make sure the team instructions are where we want them to be. Standard width, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. All right, so now let's make sure we have our lineup set. Do this because we need to have as many. Now we took off our half sing, but we now have 3 full sings on the pitch right now. Fuck it, make it 4. Do we have any more sings that we can throw? I mean, we could find a place for our half sing, although I don't want to take Addison out. He literally is one of our best players. That's what we're doing. This is how we're rolling. We gotta roll the dice and try new stuff, guys. Because the way we've been doing it ain't been perfect. So a guy that I did the show with decided to get me a gift. Unnecessary. But it didn't arrive in time. By the time we were done, he's like, so give me your address. And I hadn't. And he just texted me my address. And now I'm wondering how he got it. I mean, he could have looked it up. Honesty is saying, apparently I never friended him on Facebook. I don't spend a lot of time on Facebook. All right, Shaw, sending it forward. Oh, that's a live by the sword, die by the sword. Come on, Addison. He's got to learn to keep his hands off people. I don't think there's a way to, like, you can, like, team instruction that out of somebody. Like, it's really just something that kind of happens. And just so you know, we're not going to go super late tonight. A, I have not been getting a ton of sleep. B, I'm expecting a phone call in the next 30, 45 minutes. And you know, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. These types of saves. And who knows, we may get fired soon anyway if we cannot seem to contain anybody. 1-0. They played the kind of ball that we're trying to play. Like those through balls, like getting in behind the defense. Great run by Aurelion. A beautiful look, too. Like, perfect. It was perfect. We have no shots on goal. But our quote-unquote best... Oh, come on. I literally have them discouraged from dribbling, and all they do is dribble themselves into trouble. Like, it seemed to work early on, but right now I'm feeling like it's not that the tactic isn't working, it's the team is not even coming close to executing the tactic. Is that a fair assessment? Does that feel right? And probably a huge part of this is the shitty team cohesion. And I can't necessarily blame them, but I can't seem to fix that either. Because I can't hire the staff that I need to hire to be able to do things that can fix it more easily. We're just getting beat left, right, and center. Everybody seems to be faster than us. Everybody seems to be more skilled than us. And I can't... Look at that. He literally ran right through Nagy, who somehow is still on a 6.6. Gerard Artigas. Keeping hope alive. Tondumba Singh with the assist. It's a 3-1. Great flick on by Singh. And Artigas, no-look turnaround shot. Gukuki heads it away, but Hamad looking to go over the top. Addison deals with it. Nagy up for Artigas, but it's isolated. Singh. There it is. There it is. And we can't shoot. We can't score. Like, that's the kind of ball. I mean, it wasn't great, but it's the kind of ball we're looking for. And then we're taking on... Srinity's already beaten us. I think we need to play Aiden in his natural position. And PP is going in. I don't even know what PP stands for. It's naturally in there. I didn't create that. PP is just part of the game, man. I guess I'm getting all this Metallica from the 1,000 albums list. I don't normally listen so voraciously. We just got very lucky there, and I'm very glad to be that lucky. All right. Let's go, Gerard. Dribbles himself into trouble. Oh, I can't really blame you there. Mondi picking up a yellow card. Go more attacking. Singh is playing terribly. All right, let's get my meme Singh out. Tomyo is back in. We are going to need to have ourselves a pretty busy winter. PP finds Artigas. Artigas has a man in the middle. Can he pick him out? He can, but... it's better. Not exactly the whipped cross we were looking for, but... it's better. Shimre! Tomio Shimre! This game ain't over yet. We still have 15 minutes, my friends. And we pulled within one. It's 3-2. Striker to striker action. Artigas on the set piece. Laying it to Shimre. Through traffic. It did take a deflection. Meanwhile, Mondi is not. But you know what? We're doubling down on the Mondi. I don't really. Ugh. I guess Virwani's coming in. I did not even put the half Singh on the bench. That's on me. Made 4 subs so far. They're gonna leave it that way. Although Aiden is anxious. Jesus Christ. Thank you is disenchanted. He's my only other central midfielder that's available. So, guess not. All right, here we go. Discouraged dribbling. I know it doesn't mean no dribbling. Oh, come on. This fucking game, man. This game. Let's go. Balls to the wall last 10 minutes. Spending a good amount of time in their half. I mean, they're dominating us in possession. Not a shock, though. Not really a possession system. Ball played in the middle. Artigas can't get his head on it. Singh's going to track it down. Play it ahead. Mondi can't get past his man, but Lewis is going to take him out. There's going to be a free kick. 3 minutes will be added on after the 90, so we've got 3.5 minutes left in this one. A chance to equalize. Kevin Aiden sending it in, looking back post. Cleared away. Singh's got it. He shoots it, and it's over the crossbar. That was it, my friends. That was our best opportunity. There's the match. Yeah, this is garbage highlight, I guarantee it. They're either going to score or it means nothing. Come on. No, yeah, just stick with it around the back. Shimray heads it into the middle where there's only bad guys. Settle the fucking ball down, man. Learn to control it. The only headers they win are the ones where they're unopposed. I'll say you're proud of your efforts. I need to get cohesion and happiness up. Rajasthan make it 5 without a win. It's never great when this is the screen that pops up. Rajasthan make it 5 without a win. Action message, request new contract. Probably not the best idea. You haven't done shit all year. But I think you should go into the board. Like, I got the board to give me $20 for scouts. Shimray's out 3 to 5 weeks. Singh sits out 6 to 9. Lavanhima is out a week and a half to 3 weeks. And the other reason we built this tactic, it said our 3 best players were strikers and wingers. Oh, Benny. Has it not felt like is scoring up just like a shit ton this year in the NHL? Like, I swear to God, every time I'm tuning in, it's 7-4 or 5-5. I don't think that's going to work for these guys. Who do they think should be my captain? Tandamba Singh is better than Singhil. I mean, probably. I mean, I think we do need to... We need to come up with something new. I just don't know what. I mean, what would you play with these guys? You've watched them now, and we started off so well. All right, you're putting them in the tactic page. Like, I don't even know if I have... let's cancel this for a second. Like, I don't feel like I have 3 good striker options to make a 3-striker system. Like, we've got Artigas. We've got Aiden is your center mid. You're playing wingers on both the outside striker spots? But, like, if I go by stars, you know, fine. Let's go by rating. Let's go by their rating in game so far. Artigas is still up top. We've got a left wing back, center mid, center back, right back. Who's this guy? All right, let me filter out the U18s. So I filtered out the U18s, and I still have this guy who has never played a game for me. Still one of my quote-unquote best players. Maybe we just play him. All right, I don't think the one name labeled cross spam is going to work for me. If you have the opportunity to listen to this song just in stereo, but with just your left ear, it's fascinating. It's the high harmony. It sounds fantastic. So what style? I've just except I didn't put them in the right place. Copy and put them in tactics. All right, so let's see what we got here. First, we'll check out Old Faithful. The fuck is this, man? Oh, this is that 3-striker tactic. This is the one that you just loaded in. Okay. So if we were to do this, let's just quick pick it. So in possession, it would be Artigas, Singh, and Schill. Now that Singh is a Singh, the striker Singh. Xhaka, who is Xhaka? Or, all right, Guikuki and Aiden. Lalif Kima, Odison, Singhil, and Kungsit with Shah. And then the 4-4-2 cross spam. So it's basically what we're doing. Obviously, the instructions are going to be different. Although, surprisingly, not much different. Standard higher, like, wider, obviously. Short goal kicks, progressing through the flanks, hitting early crosses. What if we did... Well, you know, let's start with this and I'll move it around. even more funky. I mean, do we still go with the two strikers? Dude, my whole team sucks in possession. What does it matter where they're playing? Oh, it's only the outside guys that can be overlapping center backs. How does this tactic ever score? My other tactic's not fucking scoring, so... Nobody's ever here. Apparently, Go Kooky is nowhere. He's a box-to-box midfielder that never shows up anywhere. We can find out, I guess, is the point I'm trying to make. Oh, man. Oh, dude, I'm so sorry. All right, so it all is not lost. What the hell? No, that doesn't make sense. Also doesn't make sense. We're terrible. We are so terrible that I'm going a little nuts here. Trying to figure out where everyone. We are experimenting is what we're doing. We are trying something new. And when it works, there is kind of a method to my madness here. Get stuck in. Team will play with defensive line height. Why are there why is this there are two of these? All right, so all right, it gets a little interesting over here. We're not nearly as wide as I thought we might be. And I'm not sure why this wide center back is so much higher than this one. Why is he still a winger? Because he is. I'm trying it. What's the worst thing that happens? We lose? You think the league is very top heavy for the NHL? I just feel like there's so many more goals in matches. And now Tadamba Singh is out. Sick. Oh, he'll be back in time for the match. I don't know, I had some success with a back three in the beta. Don't currently play one, but ouch. Feels you should be starting more games. Like, you are not very good. I mean, none of you are very good. Let's be truly real about it. Slightly better on one-on-ones. I'm playing the 18-year-old. You can just suck off. Singh has resumed light training. Which one? You don't think any of the suggestions warranted scouting? We couldn't scout anyway. And yet somehow I scouted hundreds of players. He's useful. 5'2" winger. Plays for Manila Digger in the Philippines. Like, this is just a fool's errand right now. Let's look at the recommendations. Now, why is the A+ in red? What does that mean? Like, do we just pull in a Liberian striker? Or is that Labrador? Nope, Liberia. Who can't do anything. Oh, I wish I had a better understanding of, like, how this league stacked up. Oh, now Virwani's injured. Out for 3 weeks. All right, we're taking on Real Kashmir, who is, I believe, the team. They are the team that is now behind us on goal difference. A win in this match and we can be up as high as 9th. I don't know how our new tactic is going to work. But why did I just click? Wait, does this look slightly different to everyone? I feel like the tactics section, it looks a little different. And wasn't the first team up here? Yeah, they've changed the layout of this portal. They have absolutely 100% changed the layout of this portal. Devoting a little bit too much space to the next opposition report. Mainly because I can't get the next opposition report. And how we have guys who are actually training well, I have no idea. New list so far of the 100,001 albums from Dave. I don't know what the numbers on the left mean. Is that the order you received them? I feel like you mentioned that you started off with the Gilded Palace of Sin by the Flying Burrito Brothers. So you're 30 days in. All right, I don't care about any of these news items right now. Except for this one. Ahmed will deal with poor pitch as what? As best possible. Fisher Ahmed took several questions about playing rivals and player contracts when he faced the press ahead of Real Kashmir's match against. Oh, is he? He's the Real Kashmir coach. So I guess we're playing at their place and their pitch is poor. I don't care about contracts expiring. Right now they can all burn in hell. All right. One final match of the night. I should not have quick picked. I should not have quick picked. There we go. Conflict's gone. Conflict's gone. Look at this. Look at this beauty. In possession, it's a 3-4-2-1. A 5-2-2-1. It's calling it a 5-2-2-1. Shot and goal, a back three of Mandy, Singil, and Odison. Lal Fakima and Kongzit are the wingbacks for this match. And Singh and Gokuki with Aiden and Daka. Because why not? And Artigas up top. I swear to God, I've got a good feeling about this. Watch, we're going to win 3-1. And their goal is going to be a garbage goal. And if we don't, then God fucking help me. Otherwise, this train is getting off the rails real fast. It's the Christmas tree formation. It's the Christmas tree of what the fuck am I doing? Let's kick off. Obviously somewhat narrow defensively. Look at this. Look at our possession numbers. Look at where our possession numbers were. All right, Singil playing it to Singh. Odison. Can we get the ball into their half? Kongzit, let's go. There you go. He's got Xhaka. Xhaka. Around the side to Kongzit. Kongzit into the middle. Finds Alevshkima. And June makes a pretty easy save. Shot on goal, baby. Shot on goal and shot on target. I feel like I'm not going to like that Mia. I'm going all over the place. That Mia album, or MIA. Kongzit. Still with it. Some fancy dribbling. Tries to get it in the middle. It's cleared. Odison. Gokuki. Xhaka. Turns, shoots, and misses. We are still missing a lot of clinical... The clinical aspect of our game is just not here. Nice job, Odison, getting up there quickly to Xhaka. Kongzit. There you go. Cut it inside. Gokuki to Aiden. Gokuki. Artigas. Holds it up. What the fuck, dude? In what universe would a professional footballer go, this is my best option, to do a 360 or a 180 and fire the shot from 35 yards out? I probably should have just started with like a Catanaccio to be perfectly frank with you. But you know, we're out shooting him 3-1. We have the only shot on target. I'm paying them like they're professionals. Oh, come on. Easily deked out of his shorts. I mean, we probably could use another forward outlet in the tactic. Ooh, Lalif Kima. Why is he staying wide? Throwing in the middle, looking for Artigas. June. Shaka, who you heading that to, dude? Where was that header going? Settle it down and shoot it. That's all you needed to do. We're recovering the ball well. I'm impressed with that. If nothing else, there is a certain level of entertainment in this tactic. Lalif Kima. Like, you can't tactic out of that. That's just skill. Or lack thereof. There is no way that Krizo should be able to win that ball. There should be 3 guys on him. And not him able to make the one little touch. Well, I said they were going to get a garbage goal. Oh, see, that looked like we might have a chance. Like, at this point, we are making the worst teams in the league look competent. Which begs the question, how did we make the quarterfinal of the Cup against teams in this division with these same players? These same players that seem to have forgotten how to actually play the game of football. Let's go. Counterattack. Lalif Kima. It's also the grinding counterattacks to a halt. And I'm not talking about just having to like reset and refigure. It's literally just like stopping. All right, Mondi on the corner. Sending it in. Oh my God. How did we make nothing happen of that? Oh, I've now I know that's an FM26 thing where, I mean, it's one thing to have dribblers stand up players, but literally dribblers just stand still and wait for the defender to commit incorrectly. Good save by Shaw. Shaka, Lalif Kima. Kangzit into the middle. I fucking give up. Can we? Is it possible? It's not going to let me go back to the previous highlight. Why can I not go back to the previous highlight? Why is that? Why is it broken? I'm about to ask, why is that broken? I feel like he had a better pass than to send it across to Artigas, who was double teamed. I fear that you are right. Oh, thank God. I thought that was going to be a penalty. Here we go. It's 2-on-2, becomes 2-on-5. Send it to Xhaka, who just heads it. Weakly. Weak looping header to June, who I'm shocked didn't just punch it away. I just feel like there are better options that they are not taking. And their guys just constantly moving forward, where ours is like stop and wait for what? Let's go a little more positive. I'm going to do something that I know you're not going to agree with. I'm taking off early crosses. I just don't think we're connecting the way that we need to. Seeing a lot of Kima. Why? Maybe I'll just keep my mouth shut. Exactly. But I have guys who are supposed to get in the box. They're just not. It's just the fact that our 2 shots on target were just absolute weak sauce. But, I mean, in its own weird way, this is the best league game that we've played so far. Really? No call. Great play by Otteson. But just we can't get the. It's like the weight of our passes is just that little bit off. And like, why cross back post there? I don't have anybody who can play in this position technically. Love Kim has not been bad. Kongset's not been bad. The defense itself has been okay. Let's swap Aiden and Gukuki. Maybe get Gukuki a little more forward. Like that pass. It was about to be picked off because it just did not have the strength to get to the player it needed to get to. I didn't think Artigas knew that that one was coming. It's like, I know we practiced this on the training ground, but I didn't think you'd actually try it. Calm with the corner. Mondi clears it, but there's nobody there. But I hate to say it, like, I'm sitting here, like, just because we've had such a rough night. I mean, Lalif Klima getting overtaken there. But ironically, I'm not hating the way that we're playing right now. Oh, Tongva, like, making nice moves, but the defender just gets right back in there, overshooting Artigas. Guikuki getting blocked, and Ahmed Sheikh able to pick the ball up first. Oh, go. Oh. Yeah, I'm thinking, what the I think you're right. Let's see what that does. And theoretically, I was having get in the box rolls. They just weren't getting in the box. Certainly not in the volume that the opposition is. All right, that was not a good attempt. It was the one breakdown. Otherwise, we're not terrible here. Over the top. Oh, he's got Artigas in the box. Taken out, no call. I should start off stream music with my album. I already listened to my album of the day. And I did that with the first one. And it was a disaster. I've already played my album of the day. I mean, a 6-7 for Lalfa Kima is unfortunate. He has been decent. What was that? Do I have him as a no-nonsense striker? That was a bad angle taken by Mondi. Are you being sarcastic? No, I feel like defensively the team is much better. Are we seeing this many highlights because it's a relegation battle? I generally speaking, we're not playing poorly. We just need to get the ball further forward in a better way. Oh, good ball around the side. Artigas, he's wide. In the box, plays it into the middle. Tongsa, back for Gui. Oh, come on, Gukuki. It was so good until it was not. Get there. Oh. There you go. Aiden tracking back nicely. How's my Indian save going? Chucky, it is tragic at the moment. We're currently losing 1-0 to the team in last place after we lost 3-2 to the previous team in last place. So we are in the relegation zone. We have 1 point out of 5. We have Artigas in, double teamed, and he wins a corner. I'm going to actually get a little more. Oh! So, but it's also, it's not really an Indian save. It's a journeyman save. We just happen to be in India. You feel it? Without a cause, and I'm back like a. What's the name of that song? The Kid Rock song. It was 30 pack of hoes, no Rogaine in the propane flows. The one that completely bites this beat. Lalif came looking for they got their backline back really well. They call me cowboy. I'm the singer in black. Roll a finger in the air. Let me see where you're at. They said, hey, hey. No! What a terrible pass. You're streaming Germany and say you're in Egypt. I was hoping to get into like Egypt or like the UAE. I thought those would be cool. But that's one of the reasons why I took the job here in India. This is the first time I've ever been offered even in an interview in India in a journeyman save. Ball over the top. Come on. Oh, their defense is getting back. I've got to give them credit for that. Their back line is doing an excellent job of finding themselves in the position they need to be in. All right, I'm going to go silent, guys. Thank you all very much for being here. We're going to raid out when we're done. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. But I gotta take this.